Good morning. This is Grateful Ed. Hope you're having a fantastic day. It is a great day to be alive, and I thank God every day that I've survived all the attacks that I've been through. And, when you look at it, a lot of people are in the same position, always. If you're on a list, if you're on a blacklist and they're trying to take you out or silence your voice or silence your creativity or take out your business, then, every day is a struggle, every day is a fight. So, the main thing is to keep that fight going. And I want to say hello to everybody and to send my love. And also a big thank you to everyone who is working to break those generational curses, and also especially the people that have given me the benefit of the doubt in order to take another look at my side of the story so I can continue on. So I wanted to talk today a little bit about President Trump, okay? So you turn on the TV and there's a lot of things going on in our country and around the world, okay? But definitely the number one story has got to be President Trump. They've got Trump Watch now on TV with the watching the plane, going to chronicle every move on this thing, and I gotta say that I just believe that this is just a continuation of the witch hunt that's been going on for years and years against Trump, and you gotta ask yourself, why is that? Is he such a villain, right? Are you portraying this? The answer is no. He's done more to wake up the American people, American spirit, and American patriotism, and done more for the country, than any president since I've been alive. I will give, Ronald Reagan a lot of credit, because he did the same thing back in the early '80s, to try to revitalize and charge up the American people and the American spirit. And I'm just saying, it's a blessing that Trump can continue on with this fight, and also really came into all of our lives at the right time. If you think about it, coming in right after Obama, and everything that has been done to the country to degrade and belittle it, we needed that. We really, really needed someone to turn that around. And that's what President Trump has done, and that's what he's going to continue to do, in my opinion. So, I'm going to make this short and try to stay concise on this thing. Okay, so, here's the point I want to make, okay? This prosecutor, Bragg, I guess he campaigned on taking down Trump, okay? So, if the federal investigators would not prosecute Trump, okay, and, even the worst of circumstances, or the best of circumstances, I should say, that it is, it's only a misdemeanor anyway, but you're blowing this way out of proportion and then mixing things in, I guess, apples and oranges, and try to manufacture a case. The guy ran on that, in New York, in a highly democratic area, to where, that's going to appease his voters to get him elected. Okay. So now the rubber meets the road, and we're going to see, exactly what's going to happen. And I'm going to talk about that more in a minute. The other thing I wanted to bring up, though, is, just as a regular American, okay, I would love to know let me rephrase this. I heard yesterday there was talk about bringing this prosecutor Bragg up against maybe a House committee to answer some questions about this, because it's purely political, political year. We're coming into the election cycle, and it's just made to smear his name. Okay. So, as an average American, I would like to see them answer the question, in front of the Senate or the House committee. What about this? What is this about? Justice? Okay. Or is this about political posturing, which most people do really think that's what this is? I think I saw some numbers today where it said like 47% of the people, and I don't know if that's Republicans or everybody that was polled. But yeah, that would be nice. I think that would be more appropriate than some of the shows that they put on in front of the American people. The other thing I wanted to say about that is when it comes on to putting on shows, okay, is when you're talking about scandals, okay, and you're talking about huge scandals, there's a couple things I want to point out that would be more appropriate in order to, the press and law enforcement or the prosecutors to put their energy into, okay, that I think would serve the American people a lot better than, continue on Clinton's witch hunt against Trump, okay. And number one was the Hunter Biden and the laptop story, okay. If you held this back, and decided not to prosecute against the laptop from hell, and I haven't seen it, I've seen little bits and pieces, but, number one, that kind of scandal with the sex scandal. Number two, the kind of scandal about taking the kickbacks and, on China's payroll. Okay. If these things would have been prosecuted, number one, then they would have to make the news, okay? And that's my other point. They weren't prosecuted and they weren't reported in the news, even when they were caught on the hot mic on ABC, where I don't know her name, but the reporter was pissed off because she had the story on Epstein. Okay, so they had the story on Epstein. They had the stories on Hunter Biden's laptop. The FBI wouldn't prosecute it, So if you're covered by the deep state and the secret societies, okay, they will try to cover you as best they can so they can run their narrative. But if you're not, or you've broken away, for whatever reason, like President Trump did, then this is the kind of treatment you get. So I'm going to wrap this up by saying that I really do believe that President Trump knows her playbook, okay? They've thrown everything at him and nothing sticks. Why? Because there's nothing to go after. They're just trying to manufacture and gin up false accusations against him, okay? So knowing their playbook and, having a strong defense, there's no doubt in my mind he's going to be the Republican candidate, no doubt in my mind. Okay, and number two, that's just going to, make the Democrats look a lot weaker. Okay, it really is, because they're going to put all their emphasis on trying to take down Trump, and they have nobody that can even compare or run with. I hear they don't want Biden anymore, and that's kind of a given. I think they wanted to get him out of the way so they could put their whoever they want to put in there. And I don't want to ramble on that. I want to close by saying, I do believe Trump. He's going to take this. He's going to parlay it. He's going to become stronger. He's going to use their playbook right against them. And, there's no doubt he's going to be our next president. So, again, that's my opinion. My whole purpose is to voice my opinion and try to get people thinking, so they just don't go along with the herd. And, or the mainstream media, on the news. So, thank you very much. Have a great day. God bless you. God bless America. And keep on keeping on.